Thanks for joining us for another edition of Weekend Winners. We've got another feature night of racing coming through at headquarters, Albion Park, this Saturday night. The feature for mine is the Lord Mayor's Cup, proudly sponsored by the Sunshine Stars Yearling Sales Company. The other highlights include the Q-bred features, 2 for the 3-year-olds, 1 for the fillies, 1 for the colts and geldings, and we've got a 2-year-old feature, which is a combined feature. The boys and the girls there, that's the last race on the program. It's a light field as far as numbers are concerned, but it's big on quality. So all in all, it's a really strong program, but the Lord Mayor's Cup is the highlight. Really strong field. Looking forward to this race. It comes through as race number 5, and that's the first leg of the quaddie. Speaking of the quaddie, it's a quaddie jackpot on Saturday night with tab as well. Projected pool, the jackpot amount $10,000. Projected pool, $50,000. So it's well worth checking out the quaddie on Saturday night. In this edition of Weekend Winners, Chloe Butler's got a really good book of drives. We're going to speak with Chloe shortly, plus Mathew Neilson. Chloe Butler slides into the hot seat to go through her book of drives for Saturday night, and she's with us now. Chloe, appreciate the time.
Thanks, Chris.
Would you say this is one of the best books of drives that you've had on a Saturday night for some time?
Yeah, definitely. They're all very big chances.
Yeah, they look really good chances spread across the entire card. Let's go through them one by one. The old stable stalwart, Sam is Perfection. He lines up in the opener. It looks like it's going to be a very competitive race. There's a few in here that are in really good form, but your guy's in good form. Sectionally, he's been super of late. Yeah,
we've been really happy with him. You know, his old legs have been getting him around real well, and he never doesn't go good.
Did he surprise the stable in the Queensland Cup chasing home Mac Da Vinci? He ran 5th that night and he was really good. So did he go above and beyond expectations?
Most definitely. We definitely didn't expect that from the old boy. We put him in it to get balloted for the easier race, and he got in that. We were a bit shocked, but he definitely didn't disappoint. Since
that race, he's had some really tough draws, drawing the outside of the second row. And like I said, sectionally, he can't do any more. So he's still going really well.
Yeah, definitely, and he drops back in grade on Saturday night, and drawn from what he's been racing, drawn 9, that's really, I find that a good draw for him, the way he's got to be driven and everything.
Last week when you pulled him out at the top of the straight, did you think he was going to get them?
I thought so, but just had to chase him a bit too much to keep up with Pete as he moved so quick. So that he knocked up a little bit halfway up the straight.
Okay, looking at this field and looking at the front row in particular, it's going to generate good pressure. So the more pressure, that's better for you.
Yeah, most definitely.
Okay, Rock Bottom, is he probably the horse to beat there, given that you're drawn to follow him out?
Yeah, I think so. It's a horse that's been racing in really good form, so yeah, I think that's the one.
Okay, he is a stable favourite, isn't he, Sammy?
Yeah, he is.
Okay, let's go across to race 2. This guy's been awesome since finding his way into your stable. So Extra, he was really strong last week. On the front end, clocking fast time. Lockie had the drive last week. You've been with this guy previously when successful. Can he do it again?
Oh, I can't see why not. Drawn front row, I think, there's nothing really there I don't think will hold us out early, so hopefully we can slide across to the front, and he wants to relax this week and he should be finishing over the top.
It's a good point you make there. It doesn't look a fast front line, does it?
No, definitely not. I didn't think anything stood out real well when I looked before.
Did he surprise you guys last week with the way he went about it last week?
Oh, not really. We know he's got the ability and everything. Yeah, not really. I think we sort of expected it from him.
And no concern about going from the mile back up to 2100?
Not really. He fired up on me 2 starts ago when I drove him over 21, sitting parked. Then last start we had trouble with him firing up again, but we're going to change some gear this week and hopefully he'll settle a bit better.
Okay. What do you think his best racing pattern is? Do you think he's best in front or coming off speed?
I don't think it really matters at the moment in the grade he's racing, but I think when he's going up in grade, like racing the free-for-alls and everything, we definitely have to change the way that he gets driven, and yeah, hopefully it's competitive.
Okay, I'm going to throw a hypothetical at you here. If he comes out and dominates again on Saturday night, like he did last week, the Christmas Cup, the following week, is there any sort of temptation about, putting him in against the free-for-allers?
We'd have to talk to the owners, Dad would and all that, but I couldn't see why not. I mean, he's racing in good form. I know it would be a big step up for him, but there's no reason why he wouldn't finish thereabouts.
Okay, he's a big solid horse. Is he a gentle giant?
Yeah, he's a gorgeous boy to have around. We all love him.
Okay. Race 3. This guy is absolutely flying. His past 2 wins have been stunning. Targaryen. Yes, he's got that poor draw the outside of the second row, but can he make it 3 on the bounce?
Yeah, I think he can. It's a drop back in grade for him once again. Yeah, I can see him finishing over the top. Doesn't really matter where he draws, he still manages somehow to finish over the top. So, yeah.
Has he surprised you in any way with the way he's gone about it, those past 2 victories?
Yeah, definitely. I was a bit worried halfway down the back last week. I hadn't got a clear run yet, but it ended up working out all right, so I was happy in the end.
Is speed his best asset?
I think so, yeah. He doesn't really worry me either way, but I do think he likes coming off speed way better.
Yeah, he can race in all different sort of patterns. He can lead, he can do a bit of work, and he proved last time out he can follow a hot tempo, so he's very versatile. He looks like he's going to go a fair way as far as his grades are concerned.
Yeah, definitely, just because he's so fast. He would be able to follow speed all day no matter how fast they're going. He is a really lovely horse.
All right. Race 5, this is the Lord Mayor's Cup, the highlight race of the night. Deus Ex, he's back in action. He's had a fairly extensive trial campaign to ready him for Saturday night. What are we expecting?
Yeah, look, we're just happy to be there, getting back to the races. He may need the run, and if he finishes up close and thereabouts, we'll be real happy.
Has it been harder to strip the weight off him this time in? He obviously did well during that campaign, 3 trials, so that's quite a bit.
Yeah, definitely. He did a bit better than what we expected him to do. He's always been a big boy, but come back twice the size this time, which is good to see, but it's been a struggle to get him fit.
Has he shown improvement each and every trial, though?
Yeah, definitely. His last trial was the most impressive one. You know, they ran good time, and he never once he got in front, he didn't let them back pass.
Okay, he's a gate speed horse, but there's plenty of speed to your outside. How do you plan on attacking it early?
Yeah, we'll come out for a little bit, not go too silly, and whoever gets there first will, just take a sit. You know, we can't do too much early, first up.
You know they're going to be rolling all the way here.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, well, that promises to be a really good race, but it's good to see him back, Deus Ex. We all know what he is capable of. What about in race 6? There's a chance. He's another one shooting for 3 in a row. Did he surprise you on Tuesday?
Yeah, definitely, especially being over 21. He's not normally a 21 horse, but yeah, he definitely shocked me.
Okay, can he lead this field? Is that the intention at this point?
I think so. Yeah, I think I'd have to talk to Whitey, but he comes out quicker than everyone expects, so I thought he might be able to cross them, but he always surprises me.
Just with his gate speed, do you have to wind him up, or he's just naturally fast off the gate?
He pretty much gets half across them, and then you've got to give him a couple of reminders to keep going, and then that's when he really fires off the gate.
Okay, so he's a very good chance here again on Saturday night, because those past 2 wins, including Tuesday, really good.
Yeah, he's definitely not out of it. I didn't think it was an overly strong race compared to what he has raced before. So, yeah, I think he should be right in the finish.
All right, race 7 for the mares here. Mariana Bromack, drawn gate 1. Led up last week. Were you a little disappointed?
Yeah, I thought she was a little bit disappointing, and I didn't really want to lead the race, but no one really pressured me too much. So I thought I'd take my chance and see how she'd go. And you know, she got that easy second quarter and she didn't really finish off too well. So, you know, I think we have to go back driving her with a sit.
Okay. Similar type field here on Saturday night. So do you expect anyone to challenge hard early?
Yeah, I think now that everyone knows that she's not a leader, there'll be a few more there having a look early, and that doesn't really worry me. Whoever's there first, I sort of take the pick.
Sure. Lady Ivana was the horse that won that race last week. Is she the obvious here?
Yeah, definitely. I think she'll be the main danger.
Okay, race 8 again for the mares. I've been having some fun with Lockie in recent times about Watchful Lady. You've got the drive on Saturday night. Can you produce the magic and get her to produce on Saturday night?
Look, I don't think so. We don't get on very well.
That's what he said.
Yeah, I'm just sitting behind her because he's chose the better one of the lot. But no, I think I just go back and drive her for luck, and hopefully she hits the line well, and we've got to wait for a good draw again.
So how did you lose that argument? How did you say, I'm driving Better Romance, you drive Watchful Lady?
I didn't have much of a say. I think, you know, Dad would rather him drive Better Romance. He's driven her whole campaign this time in. So, yeah, I think, yeah, that's just the way it works.
In your honest opinion, though, do you think she will win a Saturday night mares race?
Oh, we thought so. She's getting closer, and then she'll put in one bad one, and then she'll put in a few good ones. But hopefully, the week Mariana Bromack beat her, we thought we'd want her to win that so she could go, but she just missed out. And, yeah, hopefully with the right draw again, we got to wait for that, but yeah.
Okay. I really appreciate the time. What is the best drive for you on the weekend?
I'm going to have to say Targaryen. He's just in super form and racing really well at the moment.
Race 3, number 10. Chloe, as always, appreciate it. We'll see you trackside.
Thanks, Chris.
Matty Neilson now jumps in the hot seat to go through his book of drives on Saturday night, and he joins us now. Matt, appreciate the time.
Yeah, no worries at all, Chris. Thanks.
The barrier draw gods have been very unkind to you on Saturday night. You've got some horrendous draws.
Yeah, no luck there, but yeah, it's only a draw, but we'll go from there.
All right, let's go through them. Race 4, the first of our features on Saturday night, the 3-year-old filly's Q-Bred for Life feature, Always Be Me. You know this filly inside out. She was first up since the Triad when she ran second behind Away We Go first up. How did you grade that performance?
Yeah, no, she was good. It was a good sort of first up run for her. She drove well throughout, which sometimes she cannot. But yeah, and she found the line well. And yeah, no, I was really happy with the way she come through her first run.
All right, it was a quick last half. Were you happy with the way she hit the line?
Yeah, very good. She chased a colt home that goes well, and yeah, no, she was strong at the line.
All right. So what sort of mindset do you go into Saturday night because of the draw? How do you attack this race from gate 11, the outside of the second row?
Oh, obviously it's not ideal. Well, similar to the Triad, she drew out there and yeah, it was too much for her at the end of the day. But yeah, you just got to drive her quiet and just see what happens, unfolds the race in front of her. You know, I mean, it's but from there, I think whether the 1 horse will be looks to be out in front, it's going to be running a quick last half. But yeah, just have to see how it's run. Things can happen in races, but no, if something happens which helps her with extra speed on, or she gets a good run, she won't be far away.
Okay, most are mapping leader behind leader here with Magical Amaya, who won the Triad, drawing the inside. Bonnie's Dance directly behind her. In your opinion, do you think it will be peg dominated?
Oh, yeah, it looks that way, like at this stage. But you know, horses, it has the 1 horse Magical Amaya has broke when it's left the gate before, and yeah, anything can happen. But yeah, just go there with an open mind and see how we go.
Okay, she's obviously going to strip fitter after that first up run, and she goes to 2,138 metres. The distance will prove no problem.
No, that's no problem for her, and I think she's going to be as good as any in the field. But yeah, she's given them a head start from the draw. But yeah, see how she goes.
Yeah, you go back through her career, and every time she seems to have contested a feature race, she's been dogged by a bad draw, and that continues this weekend, doesn't it?
Yeah, certainly in that, and she's never far away. But yeah, it'll be her turn one day.
All right.
Yeah.
Race 5, this is the Lord Mayor's Cup on Saturday night. Tommy Lincoln, you know this guy inside out. He's come up with a horror draw, gate 7, the outside of the front row.
Yeah, it doesn't suit him at all, sort of in this grade. You know, but yeah, obviously you have to drift back from the draw, and yeah, I'd say be looking for shortcuts in this sort of race at 2,100. But yeah, he can race them. He's been placed behind them, and that he just yeah, second in the Be Good Johnny, and he was second last week, closing late. But he's yeah, as long as he gets a good trip, he'll find the line. Yeah.
Is there any temptation to light him up for a 7, or you're looking to grab up and go straight back?
Oh, I'd have to talk to Mark, but I wouldn't think so at this stage. I mean, he's yeah, I don't see the advantage of him doing that with him, and yeah, it only put him back further. You know, can over race a little bit, so I wouldn't see the advantage in doing that with him.
Yeah, there is speed to your inside too, isn't there?
Oh, they can all, once they get to this grade, they can all come out.
Yeah. But you're happy the way he's going, Tommy Lincoln?
Yeah, no, he's going fine. I mean, he's I think he only missed a top 5 finish once. Was in the Queensland Cup. Was the only time I've drove him. He's only time he's missed out, and he's yeah, he races well. It's just fine. It's just not easy to win in this grade.
Yeah, that's for sure. Race 8, this race for the mares. You've picked up the drive of On Scene of Terror, first time sitting behind this mare. She's going okay, this mare. Her sectionals have been okay. Is she some sort of hope here? Yeah,
no, I've been obviously watching her races, and that was a good run last week, you know, and a similar field. You know, I mean, these races are always very similar, and it just depends on luck and run and that. But no, I'm sure she won't be far away. She is, yeah.
There's no standout in that field, is there?
No, she's yeah, obviously last week's run was probably as good as any of these, but yeah, it's just where she ends up to and how it's run. But she's yeah, she went well enough last week, and some of her other runs have been quite okay too.
Does she need a genuine tempo?
I think it would help. You know, obviously these, yeah, if they go through the first half in a minute, then you're not going to be find it very hard to get into it. But yeah, yeah, if they go a bit early, then yeah, I'm sure she'll be strong late.
Okay, well, that's seen of Terry. Your last drive is in the last race on Saturday night, race 10. This is the Q-Bred for Life 2-year-old mixed final. Red Star Deal, one of 3 runners in the race for Grant Dixon. First up, 6th last week. How do you think he sort of measures up here?
Yeah, he's given a lot of experience away, and he's only the 2 starts. That was I think I won his first start on him, which was a fair while ago now. And yeah, the tough draw, and the 2 stablemates obviously have got better credentials, and at this stage of their careers, but he's a neat little horse, but yeah, it's going to be tough for him from the draw.
Okay, well, that was back in June when you scored on him. So did he give you a good feel that night?
Yeah, he was good. Yeah, but obviously that was a maiden win or something, but it's a hell of a lot harder here, and the other 2 Dixon runners are quite nice horses. Yeah.
She looks pretty smart, that cheerleader, doesn't she?
Yeah, she's done a good job, and I'm sure I don't mind the other one. I drove it. Might have been last start. It had the Free Thinker. He's not a bad horse either.
Okay. Well, 4 drives. You've got some tough draws. Which one are you most looking forward to out of them?
I'll probably always be me, sort of going forward with her. Hopefully, yeah. Her luck will turn around one day in these decent races, but no, I'm sure she's on the improve. She ran some good races last time in, and yeah, I don't mind her.
Okay, we'll put a circle around her. Race 4, number 11, Always Be Me. Hopefully she's set for feature race glory. Matty, as always, appreciate the time. We'll see you trackside.
Yeah, no worries at all, Chris. Thanks.
As always, a big thanks to both Chloe and also Matt for giving up their time and insights ahead of their drives on Saturday night. So 10 races starting just after 5:30. As far as a good thing or two is concerned, I think there's some value on Saturday night, and I think I've found it in race 7, the mare's race. Race 7, number 4, Lucky Nutter. We'll get each way odds about this mare. Going really well, dropping back in grade, back against her own sex. I think she's going to prove very hard to beat. Race 7, number 4, Lucky Nutter. That's my good thing for the weekend. If you are gambling, please do so responsibly. Big night on Saturday night. We've got plenty of features locally at Albion Park, and it coincides with a big meeting at Melton as well, which takes in the grand finals, the Inter-Dominion grand finals for the Pacers and the Trotters. We'll see you trackside this weekend.